Hi, my name is Ricardo Barza, and today I will present to you my third project deliverable. Our introduction was that in this experiment, our main goal is to identify and learn how plants are affected by the effects of the cigarette in the environment. We found this to be a relevant topic due to the contamination issues that we have nowadays here in Monterey. Severe contamination issues are now daily things that we live in and that affect us. We want to know how plants are affected by cigarette smoke to be able to comprehend if this affects their capacity of purifying the air that surrounds us and that we breathe. Our research question and hypothesis. How does Our research question was, how does cigarette smoke affect plants' health? And our hypothesis was, if we put a cigarette in a closed and controlled environment with a plant inside, then the plant will absorb all the smoke and die. Our justification for the experiment. We think this will happen since the plant will be absorbing all the smoke and it will affect the nutrients it needs to receive in order to live. And the smoke will pollute the environment, making it very difficult for the plant to survive and to breathe. Researcher Dr. Maria Thompson says that some particles can affect plants' photosynthesis by coating the leaf surface. It can also affect gas exchange in the leaf. Smokes from cigarette or just from pollution can contain far which can clog the pores of the plants by affecting the plant's health and not for them not to breathe. Our theoretical framework. Our theoretical framework, I summarized it to make some bullet points for it to be easier to comprehend and to read. The first bullet point. Cigarettes are known for negative effects only. There's nothing positive about cigarettes. My second bullet point. Cigarettes contain harmful chemicals. The third one. Cigarettes are a threat to pollution as well. Not just its smoke, it's pollution. The fourth bullet point. Plants are known for benefiting the environment by purifying air, and that air we breathe in. And the last but not least important bullet point, plants are being harmed by pollution. The methods we used to create our experiment. The variables. Our independent variable was cigarette smoke. The dependent was the color of the plant, of the leaf, and of the stem when the days passed from the smoke. Our control variable, cigarettes and plants. The materials we used were 3 empty water bottles, 6 cigarettes, and 3 plants. Our experimental design. First of all, we will get 4 plants of the same species and then put them in the same flower pot. That for to make all plants have the same amount of water and the same kind of soil for a week. After that, we will put the empty bottle of water to the plants we intended to and leave aside. The plants that were going to stay alone to the normal air and no cigarette smoke. Then once a week we will put a complete cigarette smoke to one plant, and to the other plant we will put a complete cigarette smoke each day for a week. The other two will stay one inside a bottle without smoke and the last one in the flower pot without a bottle, just on the normal air. We will do that to check if they change because of the low oxygen they are receiving or because of the smoke of the cigarette. We think that its size and color could change not just because of the smoke, but of the oxygen limitation. After a complete week of the experiment, we will check and record the data we got from the size of the stem, if it increased or decreased, and also the color of the plant and the plant's leaf texture to see if it's more moist or anything, to see if it created any kind of fungi or anything. Oh, the materials and methods. 3 empty bottles of water, 6 cigarettes, and 3 plants. First, we will put 4 plants of the same kind and try to find some with the same height. Second, we will apply an empty bottle of water to 3 of the 4 plants, and the last will stay without a bottle. 3. Before putting the plants in the bottle, we will measure the complete stem. 4. To the first plant, we will not apply any smoke and will be left to the normal air. 5. On the second plant, we will apply just a bottle of water to see if it needs oxygen. 6. For the third plant, we will apply a full cigarette smoke for every day to see how the size and color change. 7. To the fourth plant, we will apply one complete cigarette smoke for the week to see if every day changes the result. And 8. After a week of experiment, we will measure the plant stem again to see if it decreased or increased and the color change. Our, our results. On the data collection, we created a chart to record the 4-day experiment. First, for the 4 days without the cigarette smoke. The first plant was 4 centimeters, the second 2.5, the third 4, and the fourth 3.5. And with the cigarette smoke after 4 days, the first one increased 1.5, the second one 2 centimeters, the third 1, and the fourth 1.3 centimeters. Okay, the statistical analysis. We create a chart to see the plant growth, and we can see the 2 bars. The blue is without smoke, and the red is with smoke. And we can see that 4 different plants and how they increased by centimeters. The discussion. During this experiment, we noticed that we will get results of different kind expecting. And the conclusion to conclude, because of the time, when we first thought of doing this experiment, we thought of many different ways we could do it. And also we thought it would be a great idea to do it on the normal air and for us to meet. But due to the COVID-19, we were unable to get together as a team to make the experiment. So we one of us made the experiment and we shared our pictures and all the data we recorded. But we managed to get a small sample to be able to perform the experiment. We found some really great answers to all the questions we had, if the cigarette smokes affect or not. In this experiment, I learned so much on how such a small thing that many people think that will not affect the environment, like the cigarette smoke, can affect a ton to many other things, not just plants, but humans, everything. Thank you.